How bad is it to cry in an interview? If I were interviewing someone, I would feel awful for bringing up those feelings. I would have sat through your explanation, offered a box of tissues, and then offered to go get us both a cup of coffee Twitter and let you get settled again for a minute. When you felt ready, we could carry on with the interview. It definitely wouldn't impact my hiring decision to find out you were a human who cared about their friends. My current boss cried during my interview. Oh, I'm so sorry. For your loss, of course, and because of that curvy ball. The real question is, was their response a deal breaker for you? Because anything other than "I'm so sorry, please forgive me, do you need a few moments? Or would you like to reschedule" tells you all you need to know. I bet they retire this question in future. As they say, you never know what someone else is going through. And while it can be a good question in the right circumstances, probably not something to throw to a stranger in a high-stakes environment. Not an answer to your question, but just wanted to say sorry. I lost my best friend of 10 years a few weeks ago. I'm still so broken by it. In some ways, it hurts more than losing my parents, because I thought we would grow old together. Then suddenly, he's just gone forever. Even if the interview fell through, having these emotions to something like this is totally normal, even if the timing wasn't great. If they see that as a deal breaker for them, I wouldn't want to work there. I almost cried in an interview. I'm not sure if it was evident. They asked about a time someone supported me in a personal way in the workplace, but it had to be within a certain time period. Because I had spent part of that time in uni, I had limited examples I could use from work, so I had to use the example of someone providing support after witnessing me crying at work, because I was on the phone being told my grandfather had just died. Still got the job. Hey, I also cried during an interview, also due to a loss that came up during questions, and I got an offer. I'm sorry for your loss, and don't worry too much about having a normal emotional response to it during a high-stress situation. I don't think it was bad, especially considering how recent your loss was. It showed you were human, and maybe they should rethink asking such a question in the future. I guess it also depends on type of job. Some professions value our humanity more than others. Remember, all job interviews are a two-way street. If they would flunk you for this answer, you don't want to work for them anyway. I was asked what holiday I would like to do again 6 months after my dad died, and got very wobbly talking about a trip we'd taken together. I got the job, but I'm not sure it was because of this. They did end the interview pretty quickly after they asked me though. I would as a guest say it's a divisive moment in an interview. Either the interviewers find it honest and endearing, or they find it awkward and dramatic. Next time, I would keep it professional if possible. Also, sorry for your loss. What was even the point of asking that question? If I asked that as an interviewer, the only way I could think of intending it would be as an icebreaker or a low-effort getting to know you question. If it resulted in an emotional reaction, I would take that as a "my bad, not anything on you." If this costs you the job, I would say those aren't the people you want to work with anyway. Your answer probably completely missed the point, but it's okay to have emotions. Just don't think your interviewer failed you on purpose. You don't want to work there if they didn't react to your breakdown in empathy anyways. Hugs, are you okay? Your reaction is understandable. Sending strength, healing, and love. What answer were they looking for? Probably for you to say Warren Buffett. Did that. Didn't get the job. I'd feel awkward if I was the interviewer, tbh. Not a fan of people crying at work. Really, it's their fault for not thinking that question through. They want you to say Abraham Lincoln or whatever, but they are inevitably going to get people like you who just lost someone. Not what you're asking, but that's a dumb interview question. It's the last time they ask that question for sure.